Hey everybody, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator and leg 2 of our Caribbean tour. Spent some time here, it's been a good time, had by all. Time to head on to our next destination. And today we are flying from Nassau in the Bahamas to Cancun, Mexico. So let's get on board and let's get everyone starting to load up, including the bags and the catering and all that good stuff. Alright, so we're on board the aircraft. Get the batteries on. Get the external power going. And we're going to call for a little bit of ground services.
Albuquerque clearance,
So
good
we'll
evening.
get the jetway connected.
7867 November.
We'll get the baggage in.
Pattern.
Get the catering in. We'll even ask for the fuel to come.
Cessna 786 November, Roger, standby. Our 7867 November departure frequency will be on tower 1203, squawk 0456.
Jetway.
Departure on tower 20.3.
I'm not even going to look at what it's doing.
0456, 7867
Let's turn
November.
up the panels for a moment while it gets settled in. It's acting a little bit funny out there. Oop. The ECAM lights up. Pedestal lights up. We'll get the overhead.
Clearance delivering to Skywest 3745.
Skywest 3745, clearance.
As well.
Hi, we tried to send it for our PDC, but it's not coming through. Can I just get it from you guys
There we
manually?
go.
Sure thing, give me 1 second to find it.
So the passengers can
Roger.
start boarding.
Skywest 3745 to the Mobile via the Pounce Zero and departure. Pounce
Airline,
intersection
there we go.
as filed.
Alright, start running down the
718-10,000,
checklist.
squawk 2047.
Get everything set up. So
Alright,
Set the
Pounce
gears
2,
to start
Pounce
aligning.
file 10,000, 2047 for Skywest 3745.
Skywest 3745, you're back to track. You can
Let's
expect
do it.
7
So-
right for your departure runway.
parking brake is set.
Never
Checks
right,
to
thanks.
remove ground power is connected. Throttles are at idle. Engine master is off. Batteries are on and both showing good. Generator switches are on.
Delta
Power is
1969 on a tower 100.3.
Okay, 19.3 for the tower, Delta 1969.
Nav lights can come on. Production supply on. Panel lights are done. Gear lever checked down. Flaps checked up. Spoiler check retracted. Fuel quantity is good.
And ground, other 3661.
Seatbelt signs
to Ram
are
3.
on. No
Southwest
smoking sign.
3661, ground taxi, Foxtrot Ram 3. Foxtrot Ram 3, Southwest 3661, thanks.
The ice, not going to need it today. We are in the Caribbean. We should be okay. Transponder is set 2000 and on standby. Beacon light we don't need yet.
1447 on Delta
Emergency
joining
lights.
Fox for 5 north.
There are thunderstorms in the area in case you
Foxtrot
see
to the
lightning
ramp.
flashes out there.
Foxtrot to the ramp, Delta 1447.
And FMC. So I am running Rex WeatherForce. We'll see how it does on this flight. It said there was
Out of ground, Southwest
storms in the
31,
vicinity.
copy. 9 left, going to ramp 4.
Southwest 3160, ground taxi, ramp report, man.
Okay, so aircraft information is correct. We are flying MYNN, which is Nassau, to MMUN, which is Cancun. Our alternate today is MMCZ.
Southwest
Here.
2531 is joining
Sounds
Foxtrot,
good.
taxi to ramp 3. Southwest 4531, ground taxi, Foxtrot to ramp. Foxtrot to ramp, Southwest 2531.
Sure. Was MMCZ as our alternate. Flight numbers FLCT02. Cost index is 25. Our flight level today
Ground American 2085, 5 south
Is-
with Romeo.
America's 2085, ground on West Mike 2, taxi via Lima, Lima 1.
30,000
Alright,
feet.
911 Mike
Then we
2,
should be
Lima,
good
Lima
there.
1, American 20,
Lock fuel, it's good. Everything is good there. So let's start over to our performance page. Flaps 1 takeoff as per normal. It's a normal length runway. we'll recalculate. So 128, 134, 137 are our V speeds.
Delta 1470, we're approaching you south of Romeo.
13th is our
Delta 1470 ground, 9 at Mike 2, taxi to Lima 1.
Lima 1.
transition out altitude in this part of the world is 18,000. All right, so flight plan. We are going to be departing on runway 32. Just pull up my navgraph. On the Javas 2 departure to Nico. And at our destination, it's going to be a little bit interesting. We're going to be arriving.
Ground Delta 435 on Delta joining Foxtrot for ramp 1. Delta 435 ground, taxi to Foxtrot for the ramp. Fox to the ramp, Delta 435.
On the RNAV 02 for runway 30 left. And we are going to transition through the NOSED 1.
Ground Southwest 2825 on Delta joining Foxtrot for ramp number 4.
Southwest 2825 ground, taxi to Foxtrot for the ramp.
So that is our flight plan entered. We can go up. We'll take a look. We're basically going to take off out of the airport here. We're going to curve over Javas, and we're going to head to NOSED or Nico. Our route will take us westward. And we're basically going to head out towards Florida Keys and pass by the Florida Keys, hopefully get some good views. Then turn southwest and then head down into this area, which is just off the coast of Mexico. Oops. Sorry about that. And then as we come down this way,
it's on the west line of the ramp 5, and we've got
we're going to do this kind of
79 runway right, taxi Echo.
turn around and then come into the
Southwest 2825, give way to Frontier out
approach
of
for
5.
the runway.
Southwest 2825, give way to Frontier at ramp 5.
It's an RNAV.
Give way to Frontier, Southwest
It's not a
2825.
ILS approach, so we're going to be ham flying this one down a little bit more than we usually do. Should be good practice. Back over into that mode. Oh, so the IRS have aligned. We're doing good, so we're almost ready to go. Final move through look through the panel, make sure everything's good. Cabin air up and running. And test on the fire system, APU.
Frontier 1459 at hotel, you're following the obstruction, Boeing 757, Martyr Tower 1 out of point 1.
19 Loma follows that back Frontier.
So they're all good, that's all set up there. We're all good here, put out the predicted wind shear, and sounds like everybody's on board, so we're going to lock the door. And we can get the jetway to move away. And looks like the door is locked behind us. Jetway is coming out. So when we back up, or push back, we're going to want our tail pushed in a backward
Good
direction.
morning, Delta 1279, joining Mike for 3.
So one last thing we're going to do, our cruise altitude today is 30,000 feet, so we'll get that entered in there. And I think we're good to go. So let's get the APU started. We'll put the beacon on. As soon as that pops open, we'll start it up. And then we'll go take a look at the weather, see if the storms have moved off. Flap open. All right. So let's jump out. Well, we still got some clouds in the area. It's not too bad though. So I had a little bit of an issue with the sim this morning, and I had to remove all the extra liveries. I was having camera issues, hence why everyone is kind of showing generic around us right now. But it's okay for now. So we're basically going to push back out into the center here. And the winds are kind of across the runway. So we're going to be going down to that end and then taking off to the northwest. But there you go. There is Nassau in the Bahamas. All right. Let's jump back in. See how we're doing. Oh, we're almost there.
Ground up 2171 going around 5.
Delta 2171 ground,
we'll get the pushback truck in.
Lima to 5, Delta 2171.
APU is now available. So APU can come on. Here, take over, and external power can go off. Looks like the pushback truck is in front of us. There we go. So everything is clear. Fuel pumps can go on. Igniter on. Engine 1 to start. And the tail can start going to the left. I just got a Steam achievement saying I've started the engines for the first time on the Airbus. Alright, you go straight, and that's good, gentlemen. You can leave me here. Parking brake is set. And the engine is spooling up. As soon as that's stable, oh, there goes the truck. We'll do that. There we go. We'll jump outside and listen to it start up. There we go. Engine 2 is stable. Fuel flow. Come over here to fuel. Fuel flow is good. Hydraulic pumps are on. APU lead off and turned off. And mode selector goes to normal. So, pre-taxi checklist. Probes and window heat come on. Heading indicators and altimeters. The current
We're now
pressure
going to
here
explain the emergency procedures on this
is
British Airways aircraft.
1014.
The captain and the crew are here for your safety. It is
They're over
important
here,
that you
so
pay attention
1014,
and
there we
follow
go.
instructions carefully.
That's set.
First, check your seatbelt is securely fastened. Insert the metal tag into the buckle and tighten by pulling on the loose
Standby
end.
instruments.
To unfasten, simply lift up the metal flap on the buckle and pull apart.
2993
You'll find the
and
seatbelt
set.
sign in the panel above your head. When it's
Radios
on,
and
please
avionics set
fasten
for
your
departure.
seatbelt.
Autopilot
We'll
set.
provide
Flight
extensions
directors
for
come on.
your sprint fence.
Auto
We
brakes
suggest
set
you
to
keep
max.
your seatbelt fastened and visible during
Flaps
our
set
flight,
to take
even
off.
when the sign
On
is
one.
off. Your life jacket
Trim.
is either beside or underneath
we'll
your
give a lady as
seat.
well.
On up.
To use it, take it out of the container and place it over your
And
head.
flight
Pass the
controls.
tapes around your waist and tie them securely in a double bow at your
Flight
side.
controls.
Inflate your life jacket when you
Full
leave
left,
the
full right.
aircraft.
Neutral.
We will supply life
Full
cots
up,
for babies
full
and
down,
life jackets for
neutral,
children.
rudder left, and rudder
In
right.
the unlikely event of the
Neutral.
aircraft having to make an emergency landing, you'll be told to take this protective brace position. But when seated
Alright,
facing rearwards
so
in
taxi
Club
light
World,
goes on.
you must adopt this position. We will now explain how to leave the aircraft in an emergency. Move quickly to the
Parking
closest
brake
usable
is
exit,
released.
taking nothing with you. High-heeled shoes must be taken off as they may tear the evacuation slide.
Starter
Emergency
taxi.
lighting, including floor-level lighting, will help you find your way to the exits. These are clearly signed. There are 2 exits at the rear of the aircraft and 2 at the front of each cabin section. Your crew will now point out the exits
And like I
nearest
said, we're
to
going
you.
to taxi down to the other end.
To open the doors,
So,
move the handle in the
Almost the
direction
whole
of
length
the
of
red
the runway.
arrow.
We're up at the
Opening
north
the
end of the
doors
airfield here.
automatically inflates the evacuation slides. The slides can also be inflated by pulling this handle. Jump onto the
Wing
slide
241,
and
we're on
move
the
away
Victor, look
from
for,
the
4 north.
aircraft. If the aircraft has landed
241
on
ground
water,
taxi, Victor,
these
and then
slides
Foxtrot to the
detach to
ramp.
form rafts.
Victor Foxtrot to the ramp, clear
As you leave the aircraft, inflate your life jacket by pulling the red tag. If necessary, blow into this mouthpiece to top up the air. The life jacket is fitted with a light and a whistle.
Alright, so
Your
spoilers
oxygen
are
mask is
armed.
behind the panel just above your head. If the cabin air system should fail, this will be released.
PO
Stay in your seat and pull the
configuration
mask
has been
towards
checked.
you to open your supply. Please note that the bag does not inflate. Place it over your mat.
Looking good.
All electronic devices, including mobile phones, must
slowing
be
down a little
switched
bit.
off, and all headsets must be
it
removed
up.
whenever the engines are running on the ground during takeoff, approach, and landing. Please ensure your mobile phone and any devices that
Don't
can
wanna be
send or
taxiing
receive
all day
calls
long.
or text messages remain off for the flight. Any items with a flight safe mode should have this feature
So I'm going to
enabled
start
now.
installing some more of
Some
the
electronic devices can be used once we're
better
airborne.
of deliveries
Please check
back
My Life
in.
magazine. Take care your hand baggage isn't blocking the aisles or
add
exits.
a little bit of color
Must
to
be
the
put under
airport.
the seat in front of you or in an overhead
I
locker.
do wish that it was
Place items in the
region
locker
specific.
Romeo 3,
As
crossing 9 right,
everything
left on
everywhere.
November. Okay, cross
As we
9
prepare for
right,
takeoff,
Romeo
please
3,
make sure
and
that
left on
your
November,
tray
nothing
table
we
is
can do
put
about
away.
that.
Your seat is
Anyway,
upright
let's give the
and
cabin
your
crew their
armrest is
warning.
down.
We're almost
Please
down to
stow
the
your
end.
individual video screen and footstool if you have them.
Camera crew seats for takeoff.
Finally, take a look at the safety card in the seat pocket. If you
There
have
we
any
go.
questions, please ask your crew. We hope you have a relaxed and enjoyable flight.
So ECAM, no blue. I'm going to turn the weather radar on. This is the first flight I'll be doing with this on, or the WeatherForce injecting the weather from the outside. So it'll be interesting to see how the weather radar plays with it.
It was 4943 at Romeo 3, cross 19 right, so left on November.
Cross 9 right.
We're almost there.
Left November, Sky was 4943.
So I hope you've had a good week. It's been a fun week down here in the Bahamas. And now we're off to Mexico. The next update to Flight Sim is this week. I think it's Tuesday. So it'll be interesting to see if what changes they put in. There's a few things they're doing, cleaning up, but they've still got aircraft issues they've got to work on to get sorted out. I was just trying to do a flight to Greenland, and there's not one airport in Greenland that's in the sim yet.
Left on November, short of Papa,
So,
2084.
couldn't do that. Alrighty. Let's park up. Parking brake goes on. Alright. Flight instruments checked. Engine instruments checked. Takeoff data is checked. Nav equipment checked. Landing lights are on. Nose lights to taxi. Strobe light
runway 8 left, clear to land.
is on.
Runway 8 left,
Pitot heat not required. De-icing not required. Transponder TARA and weather radar goes on. Oh, that's a better, yeah, that's definitely a better screen showing that stuff instead of like every cloud. And the clock goes on. Let's roll onto the runway. And we'll come out to 40. On that.
Delta 1942, taxi via the Victor Loop.
Delta 1942, taxi via the Victor Loop.
Brakes are set. Engines to 50%. Stable. Nose down 10 degrees and brakes off. Engine set to man flex. Alright, holding center line. $80 knots. 100, ease back, V1, rotate, slowly rotating backwards,
2599 left air with 068, runway 9 right,
17 degrees,
clear to land 9 right, go 2599.
positive rate, gear up. Turn to follow the flight director. And thrust levers to climb. Nose down for acceleration.
Departure Southwest 1473 is out of 1500 for 7,000.
So 1473 is
accelerating.
Maintain 15,000.
15,000, Southwest
Flaps all the way up. making our turn. Just trying to follow the flight directors. Pilot on. Alright, aircraft is starting its climb.
Springs 261, contact center 128.15. Good day.
2850, preparing 261, good day.
Back onto the course. We're gonna pass through some of these cells here. Hopefully it's brief. And we are climbing. And looks good. So definitely got little pop-up storms all over the place. Alright, thrust levers are in climb. Autopilot 1 is engaged. Taxi lights can come off. Monitor for the climb out.
That is 2054, contact center 125.8, good day.
25.8, United 2054, upgrade.
It's 9,000 feet. So we're brushing the tops of these cells. No real turbulence. 10,000 feet. Landing lights come off. And no turbulence, so the seatbelt sign can come off.
Departure Horizon 83 Alpha is 2,000, climbing 6,000, heading 115.
Horizon 83 Alpha, Archer Risk contact, climb 150.
150,000, Horizon 83 Alpha.
Accelerating again to 320. And now we're into our high altitude climb to our cruising level of 300, flight level 300, 30,000 feet. Wish I could adjust the tilt. It'd be nice to be able to go up or down on that.
Southwest 1473, contact center 128.15, good night.
2815, Southwest.
But that's where we are, guys. We're now heading pretty much due west out of the Bahamas. We're about to cross the Big Island. I'm not sure what it's called. And then we're going to cross the water, basically edge the Keys a little bit down to Key West, from Marathon to Key West, and then we turn southwest, across the Gulf down to Mexico. So with that said, I'll leave you some beautiful tropical views. Catch up with you when we're in our descent. So we're almost to the point where we're going to start our descent. We have an altitude restriction at NOSAT of 20,000 feet. So we're just going to dial that in here. It's the coast of Cuba off our left wing.
November 7 Golf Sierra, contact approach 126.0.
We've had some interesting storms on the way here. I'm sure you saw in the video earlier. Some pretty towering clouds, but we've made it. Things are good. And we're getting ready to start our descent. We'll pull our speed back. Shortly, I'm going to start the descent at about 60 miles, about 1,000 feet per minute. Hot show, we've got to be down to 18,000, and then we just kind of start stepping down from there. While that creeps up,
approach from the west side. Center maintain 17,000. Altimeter 3000.
Grab the weather. Just gonna go open that up now. Cancun. Uh, 06 at 9. See what WeatherForce is showing. Oop. Oh. Somehow WeatherForce turned off. That's interesting.
November 4 Sierra Whiskey, turn left heading 010, vector final.
Not sure why I do that. If that is the case, what weather am I seeing out here? Let's just do a quick check. Clear skies. Okay. Gonna get it going again. Yeah, winds are out of the east-northeast. I think we're gonna switch runways to 12 right. Yeah, 12 right. So if we come down here, we go flight plan, arrival. We'll do the ILS. Let me just check it out.
November 4 Sierra Whiskey, descend to maintain 15,000. 15,000.
Yeah, we'll do the ILS for 12 right. Alright, I think the weather just loaded in again. So we're going to do the ILS for runway 12 right. Via Novia. Insert. Alright. Well, let's start our descent. We're going to bring the speed back. We're going to start our descent. We'll go down at 1,000 feet per minute. I'm just going to pull up the information here. 111.1 on the radio. 111.1, okay. So we may have to vector around for it.
November 40 Whiskey, turn right heading 030, descend and maintain 13 down.
030 to 13 down.
Bring up the chart. I'm going to want 2,000. Well, looks like we got storms again. I'm going to want 2,000 feet when we get down. Looks like we're going to be a stormy approach. Not showing thunderstorms at the destination. It is kind of overcast. So let's go back to our performance page.
Reaching 13,000,
is
190 or less.
1013. Temperature is currently 29 degrees. Winds being 060 at 9. At 9, transition altitude 18,000. And the decision height 220. All right. That is now set. Speed down. I'm going to set this down to 3,000. I'll adjust as we go. Yeah, looks like we got some weather ahead.
November 40 Whiskey, 5 miles from Yargoo, turn right heading 120, maintain 13,000, still established on the localizer. Cleared, localizer, DME, echo approach.
Now, having been to Cancun, I know the area is fairly flat, so altitude's not a major concern. Our intercept for the ILS is going to be 1,300 feet. And the airport elevation is only 22 feet. Well, 3,000 down until we get close, and then we can drop it down. Hear the thunder outside. So ease the descent slightly.
channel is 3089, 2 miles from Woku, cross Woku at 14,000, cleared localized, still clear runway 15 approach.
minutes.
Cross Woku at 14,000, clear localized, UB runway 15, Ghost 3089.
It's going to be an interesting approach. But sometimes you got to make changes on the fly depending on what the weather's doing.
Skywest 3829, approach, expect runway 10 left.
Come around a little bit.
10 left, thank you.
So the other runway is going to be better. Plus it's an ILS. They don't have an ILS on the opposite direction, which is interesting. All right, 18,000. That hot show. So I'll just bring you up a little bit.
Jazz 124, traffic 11 o'clock, 5 miles
500 feet per
southeastbound,
minute.
typing out to unknown.
Looking for Jazz 124.
So we're doing just over 4 miles a minute. So to go down 3,000 feet, we're going to need 6 minutes. So 4 miles a minute, 4 times 6, it's 24. It's 24.6 miles from no sat to hot show. So yeah, we should be down around 18 when we get there. And then about 5,000 will be the next one. So we're gonna actually go this way, coming in and around. But I'll make those changes when we get closer.
Of the Orcas Airport, Victor 3015, advise the Salem estimation Juliet.
But it is middle of the day, like noonish, and 29 degrees. It is prime thunderstorm weather, as you can see. Getting pounded by it pretty good. So I'll meet up with you again when we get a little bit closer and we start doing our maneuvering in for landing. Well, as you can see, we're approaching the coast of Mexico. Got some rain in front of us, storms around us, and that's us through 10,000 feet. So landing lights come on. We'll put on the taxi light to on. They're all turned on, the strobes. We're all set there. So speed 250 below 10,000. We're going to slow that back to 240.
30, 50,700 descending on
There's the airport.
Landing east with Quebec.
18 miles away over that way. We're going to come around and then pick up the ILS for the
Expecting visual 10 right, 2630.
head a little bit more westward. don't want to be coming in there. We want to be coming in back over here.
Good for arrival with Quebec.
GPS 2992 heavy approach.
C112R,
from lane 10 right.
if we've got it on here. Anyway, we'll come up around and then in.
Yes, 2992.
Working our way through some of the gaps here in the storms. What I think I'm going to do is we're going to go around that one. And we'll come up in here, come in this way. Slower descent rate a little bit. See if we can get around. Oh, that's that one right in front of us. I don't know how much we're going to get around it. We should skirt the edge of it.
.94 approach. Expect visual approach from lane 10 left.
10 left, result of 194.
6,000 feet. Just gonna tag the edge of the cell here. Might get a little bit of rain. It's pretty dark and scary. Once we punch through to the other side, we'll turn this way. There's a little bit of the turbulence. I can hear some rain. Should pop out the other side okay. There we go. Turning back. We're down to 3,000 feet. We'll hold there as we work our way around to the airport. Move out to here and then we'll turn back in. And 2,000 feet should do for capture. That rain over there. That's that storm right in front of us. It looks like the airport might be out of it, or at least the start of the approach is out of it.
Approach lot 1625, 17, descending via the timbers, 2, let's go back.
1625, approach low, spectrum my 10.
Let's turn
25.
240. Let's get down to 2,000 feet. Bring the speed back to 110. Alright, seatbelt signs are on, radios are set, speed 210, landing lights are on, taxi lights are on, ground spoilers are armed, auto brake set to low, alright, 210, first notch flaps going in.
Idaho 33, what's that for me?
Alright, we should
Idaho 33
just
was
go
over the
around the
top of the
edge
field
of
now, and
these
Cirrus descending southbound at
storm
3,500.
Alright, taking a look for it. Idaho 33.
So I'm gonna go to 180 for the intercept. $2,000 feet coming up. A wall of water in front of us. There's the airport over there. Might be in a storm as well. It's on the edge of one. I'm not sure which way that storm cell is moving. Okay, approach mode is armed.
534 Charlie, Charlie, level up 117. 534 Charlie, Charlie, approach, verify set runway 10 left.
Landing systems are on. Yeah,
4 Charlie,
right on the edge of
present
that
heading,
storm.
vector proceed.
Overheading, 4 Charlie, Charlie.
It's going to be interesting. $2,000 feet. Localizer is captured. Turning on to approach heading. Speed back to 180. Whoa! God, that was close. Speed coming down, second notch flaps, speed checked.
Tower 318, Blazer, 10 left.
Sub 318, Port Tower, front 10 left, good land, wind 1004.
Good land. South 318, 0 left.
Alright, we're on the longer runway, which is what we want. Looks like we got rain right in front of us. Winds aren't bad. Got a little bit of a quartering nose wind at 7 knots. Only at 2,000 feet. And on the glide slope. Slope's moving. Not seeing it coming up here on the altitude.
Return to left, no contact up.
Over ground, that was 9320.
Doesn't grab it, we'll have to fly it. Oh, hang on. Approach phase 153. There we go. Glide slope has been captured. Speed coming back to 153. Second notch of flap, or third notch of flaps, gear down. Last notch of flaps going in. And cabin, get yourselves down.
Tower right 2405, a visual 10. Right 2405,
little bit late,
run around your right, clear land, wind 1005. Clear land 10 right, right to 2405.
Coming in over the trees. Precision at a 220. I'll have the runway in sight. Landing.
400.
Watch the trees.
200. 100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20.
Tower, good evening, Delta 377, visual 10 left.
Delta 377,
Down.
Tower, 10 left, clear to land, wind 09.
Cursors, keep her center
Clear to
line.
land, 10 left, Delta 377.
Oh, welcome to rainy Cancun. And 60 knots. Reversers off. Auto brakes off. We can exit here. It is storming out. At least there's no wind shear or anything, but holy cow. Stop here. Clean up the aircraft. Parking brake is on. Spoilers disarmed.
Crooked ground, this is Sirius November 816, red down, Foxtrot 1 for Cutter Aviation.
It's normal. Maybe we should have put that on. Continuous ignition. Landing lights are off. Taxi lights set to taxi. Strobe lights are off. Anti-ice is on. Don't need it. Brake temps should be fine. We didn't really do any hard braking. Yeah. Brake temps are fine. Transponder can come off. And we are going to taxi to... Not going to be a long taxi. Yeah, it's one of the gates right in front of us here. So, just go in here, over, and then... Actually, we'll go over here and then in. We'll go to that one over there. Alright, let's get the APUs rolling. Start the taxi.
Boutique 653, cross runway 8 on Charlie, taxi to the gate.
Well, that was an interesting approach. My first real big storm landing in Flight Sim 2020. And holy free holies, that was something. Fun fact, when I left Cancun, when I was there, it started to clear when we actually left, but on my way to the airport, it was a morning like kind of like this. I don't think as much thunder and lightning, but there was definitely a little bit of thunder and some pretty heavy rains.
Delta Alpha Charlie, cross runway 8 and Delta.
Delta Alpha Charlie, cross runway 8 and Delta, Southwest 4419.
And we're just going into this one besides the green plane there. Okay. All these guys just sitting out in the rain. Yeah, I know I'm a little... I should be on that line there, but this will do fine. And there we are. So, parking brake on. Engines to idle. APU is available, so we'll turn the APU bleed on. So parking brake is set. Idle ground contact established. Electrical power is fine. Engine master's off.
South 6570 clearing
Brakes,
Delta
nav
parking
lights.
Alpha 9.
South
Beacon
6570,
kick
Alpha
off,
for
nav
ground.
lights stay
Extra
on.
parking
Exterior
via
lights
Delta,
required. Anti-ice
Alpha,
required.
Charlie. Correction, Delta Alpha, cross runway 8 at Delta.
And
Alpha,
we
cross
are
8
in
Delta,
position.
Southwest.
Well, guys, it's been an interesting flight today. Well, landing especially. Thank you very much for flying with us. And we will see you again next time. Bye for now.